Okay, funny story. My wife was listening to my podcast the other day. Yes, she does that. And she said, "What's this thing called Whatnot you keep talking about on your podcast? Are you shopping without me?" Yes, I am. I'm cheating on you. It's called Whatnot. It's live shopping with chat, and it's a lot of fun. Look, I coach a lot of people online. I coach people to make money online. Most don't know how to do it. And I have been telling a few lately to go to Whatnot, see what they're doing, and give it a try. If you're a Whatnot seller, you really shine, and your people find you. And that's a big deal because if you're selling online, they need to find you for you to make money, right? And then they become repeat customers because they see your face, not just your logo. Whatnot is the largest dedicated live shopping platform, whether it's beauty, it's collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies. Yep, cookies. Sellers are building real thriving businesses. Anyone can do it too. Some people on Whatnot are selling, get this, 10 times as much as they do on other major marketplaces. And you don't know this, but Whatnot buyers spend more than an hour on the app every day. They're not browsing. That's why they call them buyers. They're buying your stuff. So here's how it works. You go live, you showcase your products, and you earn real income. Search Whatnot, WHATNOT, in the App Store, download, and you can start selling right away. So I've been talking about the glasses I ordered from Zenni Optical, my sponsor. Now, I've never ordered glasses online before. I didn't trust it, to be honest. But mine had a scratch, and Zenni was my sponsor, so I kind of sort of had to do it, right? I mean, I can't tell you about it if I haven't done it. So my previous thinking was, prices are too cheap. These can't be good. I'm not going to like them. I'm picky. I take that back. Mine costs about $70, and I can't tell the difference from the $500 pair I purchased 2 months ago. By the way, my wife likes them too. She said they look good on your face, and I want some too. And at about $70 or less, I can buy them. I am surprised, and I'm a customer. Zenni Optical has prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, all starting at under $30. Go to Zenni.com, pick a frame, upload your prescription. They'll ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And Zenni has that virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frames look on your face, and that is very cool and confidence building. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now it's time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out pretty quick, so don't sit on this. Go to Zenni.com/podcast, promo code podcast15. How are you? Well, come on in here. Did you know that somebody needs you right now? Everybody's going through something from time to time, and sometimes it's easy to feel like, man, who am I? What am I? Who needs me? Well, somebody does.
I need a boost. I need a daily boost. I need a boost. I need a daily boost.
It is the Daily Boost from motivationtomove.com. My name is Scott Smith. Good to have you. Thanks for stopping in today. A reminder that if you want to step in a room with people that are kind of like you, looking for what you're looking for, people like you might imagine who listen to this program, who maybe think like I do, I want to invite you to join me for my Fire Up Your Anticipation Engine event tomorrow. And so much more than that. June 11th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. I've limited to 100 people. I'm hoping about 40 show up. Honestly, I want it to be a fairly small group. So do me a favor, go to motivationtomove.com and register for that. If you can't make it live, we'll send you the replay. If you are looking for a place where you step in, you go, wait a second, this is a real conversation that covers business and life, that's real coaching, real interaction, real bonding in so many ways. I do this twice a week on my Inner Circle call. I'm doing it for you right now, and it's free, and there's no pitch or anything. Just come on in, okay? Motivationtomove.com. Get yourself registered so I have a seat for you, okay? Woo-wee. I just got off a call a few minutes ago, and I said a word or a series of words that I don't think I've said before. But it makes sense. I said, man, there's chinks in that armor, aren't there? Because I think we get out of bed every single day, almost everybody, we kind of put a suit of armor on, don't we? You head out the door, stuff happens. I think sometimes you don't put the suit of armor on, and I think I don't. In fact, I think I mostly don't. So sometimes I get a little surprised. I'm just getting up and doing my thing, and then bam, something hits me. It can knock you down. But you know, it goes both ways. It goes really good and it goes really bad. Do you have armor on? Are you wearing it? The context of what happened on this call recently, just an hour ago, was that an idea had come up that had nothing to do with the idea that came up, if that makes any sense. I don't want to give you details here, but nonetheless, we had come up with a thought, and often a thought gets a cascade of additional thoughts. And one of those thoughts was like it was itching at your armor. It was like something that was really good, that you felt really good about, that you should be doing. And at the same time, it's like, gosh, this armor is starting to get a little weaker now. In other words, you've had this armor played on for a while, kind of putting up with stuff you thought was pretty good, but now if you think about it a little bit, it's not really that good. But it is, but it's not, but it is, but it's not, but it is, but it's not. Do you have anything in your life going on like that right now that you think is just perfect and yet you got kind of this armor on? If it's scratching at it, you might want to think it through a little bit. And this moves us into where we're heading with today's podcast, where I started out today saying somebody needs you. Lots of times when I'm working with folks, whether it be personal or business, and I spend a lot of time on business and AI these days, but what I find was the more time we spend on business and the more time we spend on AI in our lives, the more time I'm spending human to human. But lots of times I find you put that armor on in the morning and you head out to do your thing, that mask you have on, and you get pummeled and pummeled and pummeled in good and bad ways. Don't take this a bad way. Good stuff can wear you out, right? It really got, wait a second, this is good. Why do I feel beat up? It happens. But when you start questioning things around you, and you do what I ask you to do often, which is when you question things and you recognize truthfully that something has to go. They can't add more to it. You got to take things away, and nobody wants to give up anything. Even if it's bad, it's mine. I'm not going to give it up. But when you start recognizing there's this little thing that happens where you feel like you're not measuring up. You feel like you're not needed anymore. You feel like you're giving up in some cases, right? Just because you're taking something you actually don't want and have decided to walk away from it. Have you done that before? Something you know you need to leave. You need to put aside. And you fight yourself to give it up. And when you walk away, it's like, man, did I do the right thing? Feeling like nobody needs you anymore. I can tell you they do. As a kid growing up, I had some big dreams, and a lot of people have big dreams as well. Easy for me, even to this day, to slip into fantasy. I can sometimes do it on my own, or I can go watch a movie. Let my mind run for a couple of hours. And in any case, whatever happens by the end, I'm always excited to kind of get on with life and become like all those people I see in the world. It's a different world we live in these days because when I grew up, it was like you go watch a movie. That was a big deal. That was when 600 people sat in a movie theater. You waited in line to get in. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. These days, everything's just everywhere. People that you used to be able to avoid are all over your phone right now. All the people you never wanted to meet in your entire life, they're right on your Facebook feed, aren't they? Man, life has changed. It's hard to pay attention to yourself. It's hard to get beat up sometimes. But that's okay. I'm okay with that because I just understand life gets in the way. That's why I choose to have a kind attitude, choose to be joyful no matter what gets in the way. And yes, you can have a really bad day and still be joyful about it. The world is what it is. And when I have this thought in my mind that somebody needs me, it makes a difference.
4th of July savings are happening now at the Home Depot with select appliances starting at $398. Plus, get free delivery on appliance purchases of $398 or more, no membership required. Upgrade your kitchen with a modern and sleek GE Profile refrigerator featuring hands-free autofill for the perfect pour every time. And make laundry day easier with 2-in-1 washer-dryer combo innovation that completes laundry in about 90 minutes. Shop top brand appliances now at the Home Depot. Offer valid June 17th to July 8th, US only. See store online for details.
Like a lot of people, when I was young and got out of high school, most people did, right? And I set off to change the world. That was it. And you know what I did? I kind of waited for somebody to lift up my dreams. And I learned a lesson early on. I learned that sometimes you get behind people who will lift up your dreams and take you someplace. And other times you get behind people who you'll think they're lifting up your dreams, but really they're kind of standing in front of you and they're kind of the gatekeeper to your dreams. And it feels like you should stay there. It feels like the right thing. At the same time, you're not going anywhere. Sometimes it doesn't work out if you have big dreams. My mother-in-law, her name was Ina. We called her Nina. Nina was the first lady who made me be a man. It wasn't my fault. Her daughter was hanging out in a bikini around the pool half the time, and she was 18 years old, or I think she was 18, maybe 17. And I was 18. No, she was 18, I was 19. Let's say it that way, just for the record, okay? But she was a very strong lady and was protecting her daughter, and turned out to be a good marriage for all of us before she passed away. And they actually both passed away later on. But she gave me some very useful advice. And I never forgot it. She said, right now, somebody needs you. And I remember the context of it too, because at the time I was just kind of getting going. I was trying to get my radio career going. I'd gotten out of high school. I got some training. And I was looking for a job. And like any young person's idea, it's like, I'm better than the guy on that radio. Why don't I have his job? Don't you feel that way when you're young? Doesn't matter how long somebody's been doing something, you're better. But I was frustrated. I was hitting a lot of closed doors. It wasn't a good thing. And she goes, Scott, somebody needs what you have to offer. You're sitting around the house, paying attention to that. And while you do that, they don't even know you exist. So get out there and let them know you're there. That advice changed my life in so many different ways. Somebody needs what you have to offer. I can't tell you how many times I will say that. It doesn't matter. I'm an entrepreneur, which means I have highs and I have lows. I do real well. And then I'm like, what happened? And then we fix it again. We go after it. But every single time, I know somebody needs me. When I left my last full-time job, I realized the other day it was 26 years ago. My last full-time job I walked away from. I'll never forget the conversation I had. And I still see the guy on Facebook, my boss, Dave. And I never forget the last conversation. He couldn't believe I was leaving. It was a good job. It was a radio job, but it wasn't doing on air. It was doing production work. And I just didn't like it anymore. It wasn't my thing. He said, how can you leave? I said, well, I can't sit around here and wait for somebody to decide if I get to succeed. Somebody's going to decide if I get to do a radio show or do mornings or whatever I want to do at the time. I can't sit around here and wait for that to happen. You guys don't really need me in the way that I can perform. And whatever way you need me in, it's not who I really am. So I'm kind of waiting for you to decide how I succeed. And I just know that between here and my house, about 10 miles, there is somebody between here and there that needs me today. There's a business owner right now who needs what I have, and he's staying up late at night. He's got lots of problems. He's trying to navigate his day, and he can't figure out who's going to help him with something. At the time I was in production, he needed some help with some TV and some audio stuff. He didn't know who to call. He'd never done it before. Somebody right now needs help with a website. They don't even know who to call. Maybe you don't feel like you can help anybody. Maybe you're an expert at AI. I got to tell you right now, there's 40 million businesses out there that don't even know how to start. And they wish they knew somebody who would show them how to do it. Just get them going. Somebody needs you right now. In relationships, there is somebody out there who needs you right now. It could be a romantic relationship, somebody looking for a person just like you. They want to find their person. It could be just a mentor. You could go to church one day. Somebody shows up for church all the time. And just because you showed up that one day, you had a conversation in a church where they thought it was going to come from someplace else. And it came from you. So this is about writing your own movie of your life and being the star of your own movie. And no matter where you are today, whether you're just in a perfect situation and you're like, well, I'm perfect. Everything is awesome. I know people need me. And you want to get out there and be needed maybe in a little different way. Or maybe you want to raise your game a little bit. Or maybe, which is a lot of the case with a show like this, people are kind of lost. Listen, I get you. It's a good time to be lost. AI is messing up everybody right now. I think it's going to be okay, but it's a little confusing right now. It's hard to feel needed when the machines are taking over, right? But just remember, if you don't remember anything else of this podcast today, somebody right there, today, out there, someplace, is looking for you, and they just wish you would show up into their life. They really do. And if you do, they're going to, where have you been all my life? They're going to need you, whether it's personal or business, it's going to be there. If you can get out of every single day and just know that somebody needs you, you can change your world. And by the way, don't let anybody hold you back. Find the right person who needs you, or find another person who needs you differently.